All right, welcome to Real Rap Mini. This is on RWBY episode 3 of season 8. It's called Strings for a very important reason, actually, because this is literally the Penny expose episode. So this episode is all about the RWBY side of this, I guess, these plans getting through this military facility. And Penny, this episode upsets me. It upsets me because in a minute, Penny is able to explain Ruby's entire semblance, but nobody could do it. Last season, they had Harriet say, "Yeah, it's not super speed, by the way. I don't know what that is. It's like teleportation." And then we get a confirmation that she's breaking people down. She's breaking herself down to a molecular level and traveling at a high speed. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it was always kind of sus though, because especially what was it, Volume 6, the very first episode when she and Weiss just, she grabbed Weiss and essentially just teleported into the goddamn train, and then there was the Volume 4 character short where that's where she started doing that thing where she broke herself into smaller rose petals and teleporting around. At least I think that's where it started. I'm not sure though. I'm doing this off the dome. And then last season, she was teleporting around the pillar. She was breaking herself into 3 parts and then coming around the pillar that Ren was meditating behind. So I'm glad we're finally getting that explanation, but it shouldn't come from Penny because you would think that I didn't take Ruby as the meathead type to just all right. I'm gonna go right through it. I feel like that's more Yang's archetype, but I mean apparently Ruby's just been winging it this whole time.
Yeah, I don't like this because nobody knows how their powers work. Nobody can explain to me how blank semblance works.
Yeah, it always comes back to Blake's semblance.
Cause it changes depending on what they need her to do.
Yeah. Never forget in the beginning, she was out here shooting blade beams and shit. And it's like,
Okay,
what?
everybody was doing that though. Like almost everybody with a
No,
sword was doing that blade beam shit. Adam still has
not
it.
John. No, that's part of his semblance. That's different. Virgil has that. Dante's not supposed to have that. I don't even know if that comparison makes sense because
It
I haven't
doesn't.
played all the games. Regardless, fucking Virgil. Adam has that. Blake is not supposed to have, or she has it.
John's
And
powers
then,
they don't even use it right.
who, John?
Yes.
I
Because
mean,
if he's
they
using an aura amp, what is stopping him from coating his sword in aura and slicing through these fucking Grim?
nothing. It's just that he doesn't need to because no Grim is strong enough to warrant him boosting his own strength.
What?
Except for the fucking Hound, but that's
they,
that's
they just
new.
got stomped out by his fucking
They
by his
didn't
damn
even. No,
dog.
it's different. They didn't swing on him at all, though. Nobody swung on him.
I'm sure there's a bunch of times where I don't know. John Semblance took too long to even appear anyway.
Yeah, all
Stupid.
that payoff for this fucking vanilla fucking
Yeah, all
quirk.
this payoff for him to be a damn Energizer Bunny. Like, bro, move.
Alman Vine make better use of the aura manipulation quirks than he does. Shit is trust.
I hate it.
Where the fuck were we? Oh yeah, they're sneaking through the base and then
Oh yeah, because we got sidetracked on Penny breaking her
yeah,
shit down
yeah.
to a fucking science, and everybody being like, and they know what they did. Because at the end of Penny's explanation, Blake goes, "How did Penny figure out how your semblance works before you?" And to which Ruby replies, "She knew Blake. She knew you were a faunus before I did." That's not even a good reply.
Not a good reply.
I guess it's like it's a shot back at Blake for hiding that from them, but
No, I think that's a self own if anything. Yeah, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Cut me some
yeah,
slack, please.
old dull ass.
Even though she, built her own weapon herself. But, I mean, that's neither here nor there. You feel me?
Whatever, man. Stupid fucking episode. Oh, I didn't even realize that they have different writers for each episode. I should probably go back and look through all the writers. Like I should probably go back look through all the writers for certain episodes to see if they know what the fuck they're looking at. That's not even a slight to them.
I think it's all the same people. Miles Carey. I think Carey's been more of a supervisor role, but Miles Carey, uh, Eddie, I think is one of the new people, and then there's another new person that I forgot, but I don't like going into the credits to make fun of people because that's mean. So I
That's what I'm saying. I don't
kind of
want to
just
make fun of them. I just have to understand what the fuck they're writing.
I don't think they talk about it on Twitter. I think they save all that stuff for the director's commentary.
So we get one of my favorite scenes in this episode here, where they walk into the command room and they trip. they trip one of the guys working there, and he spills coffee all over the terminal. And this one guy lets out the greatest stock scream I've ever fucking heard.
It's so funny. Like I like it's like a hot take to like the gags in this season so far because everything's supposed to be all serious. But
Yeah.
this episode is really funny. I like that they're really playing into the visual comedy that you can do when you're 3D.
Oh
Like
my
with
god, that's probably one of my favorite gags so far. The Weiss being shot through the tube is pretty funny, but this
this
fucking
one.
coffee thing is hilarious.
if
It's the
there's anything,
scream every time.
Rooster Teeth is so good at just office humor. It's so funny.
Like it's very well done.
It's amazing. Oh
So
my god.
they I guess they bypass security using Pietro's credentials. To which I didn't expect them to get caught on that. Tux called it. I guess they realized that because there's a bunch of other stuff. Like we talked about it when you're using the telephone. Like when you're using your scroll to call people, wouldn't it's not like it's on a private line. It's just a telephone. Like you're using the airwaves, and if Ironwood has control of the airwaves, wouldn't he just be able to triangulate on your position and send a bunch of people there?
Yes, but at the same time, like we were talking about this too. Where I was like, I think he was trying to goad them into coming into Atlas because he knew that they weren't going to abandon the people of Mantle, and the only way that you can do anything to help them or launch Amity is to come into the tower to do anything. Which is
Yeah,
probably why and I know they framed it like shit, but I'm pretty sure what they were trying to do was they're gonna have to use Dr. Polendina's credentials to do anything in the tower. So I'm just gonna set a flag for that, and then if anybody uses it, we'll know where they are, and then I'll send the ASOPs to get them or
yeah,
something along.
but it didn't like trip any flags. He would have
It
never
didn't it
known
didn't
if
shut
Watts
them
didn't
out.
say anything.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying that they're framing it like shit because if he was on the hot list, then they wouldn't have been able to get in at all. Would have just said access denied. You're a fugitive. I'm alerting the authorities. But it accepted him, so I'm assuming that's what it was. Like, all right, get closer, get closer. All right, I'm gonna try to one of two things. I'm either gonna grab Penny or I'm gonna grab one of her swords, which is what they try to do later. But I'm spoiling, so let me just
Yeah,
relax.
you're sitting here fucking up. What are you doing?
I don't think he wants to mess with too much because all he wants to do is find Penny, and I guess that's what Watts was trying to do was find Penny or hack or something, and then hey, get up here. Because why else would he take him from the cell? You know what I'm saying?
They get to the control room. What they set up here with Pietro logging in and saying that when they access the console, they won't be logging into the console, but they'll be logging into Penny. Um, that's gonna be useful in like an episode or two when Penny eventually gets flipped and starts just calling things left, right, and center because Watts set some dangerous shit up. But I mean, you're not supposed to know that yet because we're skipping ahead. So they get to this control room or they get to the terminal and they do their whatever they need to do. I'm not even gonna talk about the Nora stuff because it's just dumb. Her and Ren being drifting apart is like the worst thing I've ever fucking seen. Because
It's not
it's
that bad.
weird. Like it's not even because Ren's just sitting there moody and shit. Like what is your problem, bro? This
'Cause he's
entire season, this guy's
upset.
been sitting there moody as shit.
He's upset that
About what?
there's a rift between him and Nora. He's upset.
Oh
That's what it is.
damn! I'm the only one that agrees with the damn military man, and y'all gonna bully me for it. Oh shit!
They've been calling me a bootlicker for half the season.
Right? Like the fuck up, man. God, Rent's in there molding this in all 4 episodes for what? For what? Bro, it's your fault. And then we get a stare down between Ruby's group and the Aesop's. Aesop's are still stupid as hell as well. Because they're still just following orders, even though they watched Ironwood kill that. I forgot that white guy's name already. They watched him kill that white guy in cold blood.
It doesn't matter. That's all he is, just a council member. It doesn't matter.
Like, bro, it doesn't even make sense. Tell me why Crow would kill Clover. No. Tell me why you think Crow would kill Clover.
Why was his sword in his chest? You tell me.
Oh yeah, God forbid. It's almost like there's an entire scorpion that's running loose.
Yeah. So then how are you fighting a scorpion if your sword was in his chest? He used your sword? That's a very likely story.
That's a very convenient story. Yeah, I just killed Clover and let Tyrion walk away because that's what I did the entirety of season 7. Yes.
Listen, even if we do believe you and that he used your sword to kill him, why would you let him do that? Why are you fighting? Why are you fighting Clover?
You niggas talk to people.
Why was Clover's aura broken? What did you do? You did something. You're guilty.
Anyway, Harriet sitting there. Harriet sitting there talking shit, and now this is one of the weirdest sections of this episode because you see Penny take 2 steps, and then Harriet hits a button on a remote, and remote closes the door behind her, and then when the camera angle changes, Penny is like 10 steps in front of this door.
She got long strides, man. Come on.
Whatever, Doug. Whatever. I guess you can say that she was walking that entire time when the button was pressed on the remote. It just looks weird.
Listen.
Because it was literally, as soon as she steps out the door, Harriet hits the button. So now we get a 1-on-4 fight between, Winter Maiden Penny and the Aesops. And this is another one of those things where I just don't understand who's writing this. Because Penny, whether I like it or not, is an android. She's a robot. A fake human. So, she's been loaded up with all sorts of combat data and how to fight and use her weapons and whatnot. I would assume so, right? I would assume she knows every Aesop move possible because it's in the system. She's seen it before. She's standing. Yep. She lets Vine get behind her. And Vine is throwing shit at her. Meanwhile, the other 3 are attacking her from all sides. You have Elm and Harriet use the fastball special. You have Marrow try and attack her head on. Elm is on the backside providing support. And Penny is just getting folded up. And they try and explain this by cutting back to RWBY and saying she's the Winter Maiden, she can handle herself for a bit. That's not an excuse.
That is an excuse. If she gets folded up in like 30 seconds while we're out here while we're in here trying to bust down the door, then you're trash. That's all it is.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that you told me that Winter would fold up Cinder with the Maiden power. That's what you said to me the last video.
Yep.
Why is Penny any different?
All right, that's a 1-on-1 fight. This is 4-on-1, all right? There's a lot more that goes into here.
Yes, and not only is it 4-on-1, it's an android with unlimited Bladeworks laser beams and fucking ice, wind, and fire, whatever the fuck it is, powers.
Yeah, and there's a dog over there with a time stop.
No. I'm not there yet. I don't want to talk about that yet. I'm not there. Yet. Now I'm there. Now let's talk about it. Another person whose semblance makes no fucking logical sense. So Penny gets to a point where she's literally about to open up the holy fucking gates on these people and just open fire. Marrow uses his semblance, tells her to stop. How? It can't be... So how does Marrow's powers work? We can look it up on the wiki. I don't want to look it up on the wiki because they're going to lie to me. They're the same people that told me that Crow can amplify and reduce his fucking bad luck.
I'm reading it.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Oh no, that's his weapon. I'm gonna read it. Where is it? Where's his semblance? Where is it? Freeze command. Here we go. Marrow's semblance, Marrow's quirk allows him to freeze any enemy's movements, as seen with how he freezes 2 sentinels in place in Ace operatives, activating when he uses the command word stay. His ability seems to have little to no limit, seeing as Marrow is able to freeze an entire crowd of people in the episode of Night Off. However, he must remain pointing at the target to keep them in place. Another weakness to his semblance is that if Marrow is fighting two different opponents in two areas separate from each other, he would need to do and undo his stay commands over and over, constantly alternate between freezing them, which in turn causes severe strain on his aura reserves and stamina. His semblance seems to be inspired by dog commands, furthering his illusion to the dog in its reflection.
Yeah, we'll talk about that dog stuff. Oh, actually, we can talk about it. Wasn't it? It was last episode, right?
It was the
last
first
episode, but where they were. Oh yeah, I guess it would be the first episode.
Yeah.
Marrow looks like his human just got killed. Talking about the dog illusions. Like I didn't realize it the first time through. Marrow sitting there. He looks miserable compared. Like everyone else is sad, but Marrow looks like he's fucking over this shit. They killed his human, man.
Yeah, his homie got smoked. What's up? You think he'd be like extra mad at Crow, but he don't care. He just
yeah, because he. Okay, here's the thing with the Aesops. They know what they're doing is wrong. They know any type of move they take from Ironwood after this is wrong. After seeing that guy shoot the senator in the face, it's wrong. Or the congressman, whatever.
It's martial law. He can do whatever he wants.
No, it's wrong. It is morally wrong. So back to Marrow's stupid ass powers. It doesn't make any sense because what is it? Do you have to have an aura? Do you just have to be living? Are Grimm even in a state of living? Do they have a state of life? Wouldn't they be undead? I guess undead is not living, is it? You're dead.
Wait, what are you talking about right now?
I'm trying to figure out how his semblance works. Why does it work on everything and anything?
I mean, I think it just works on anything with aura. And
but do Grimm have aura?
No, they don't actually. I think it just... Actually, that's a great question. Probably any moving thing. So say you threw a ball at him, right?
That's fucking ridiculous.
Okay, man. The game is the game.
No, the game is not the game. The game has rules.
Any moving object, I think.
That's ridiculous. So Marrow hits her with the stay. The Aesops get they get the upper hand on Penny. They're about to incarcerate her when on the other side of the door, Nora does one of the best things this season and supercharges the electrical gate. They hint at this before this entire fight scene starts by her looking. I don't even know how to describe how she looks at it. She looks at it, sees its electricity, and then walks away. They make sure to show you that she is looking at this. So she takes her hammer. She supercharges, like she omega charges. It's not even supercharges. She omega charges herself with this damn force field and blows it open. I want to say mortally wounding her in the process. And then the Aesops get a call from the general. It's a message from Watts, and Watts tells them to bring her one of Penny's unlimited bladework swords. They get that, they run off, and Blake and Ruby, or I guess Blake and Weiss note how awkward it is that they would just take that and leave. But there's no time for that. They need to get Penny to Amity. So they hit up Marigold, right? That's the one.
Yeah,
Marigold, yeah. So they find her in the hangar, and they pretty much get in the ship and they walk off, and that's. I don't know if there's anything. I don't even remember if there's anything else at the end of the episode. Was there anything else at the end?
Penny flies off to.
Yeah, Penny flies off, but I think that's just.
I think that's the end of the episode, if I remember right. No. The end of the episode is they go back. The Aesops go back to Ironwood and Watts. They say, Watts is a good job, and then Harriet's like, a good job would have been if we got her. And then he's like, no, you're good, because if you can't beat them, then you make them join you. Just further cementing the fact Penny's getting hacked, and Watts is about to do it.
I hate this damn show. They've done nothing but cause this character pain, and I hate it. Because this character has done nothing wrong to anyone.
What's that chart? Characters that have suffered I think is the title, and then the y-axis is how much they deserved it, and then x is how much they suffered. Penny would be at like fucking 0 on y, fucking 100 on the fucking x-axis.
Like, it's just fuck, man. They killed her for no reason. Then they frame her for no reason. Now they're going to turn her into a literal killbot for no reason. And they're gonna have to kill her again.
I
I
hope
know they're
not.
gonna kill her again, because you guys
Somebody,
suck.
somebody has to be able to hack back. Because
Oh
if
my
not,
god.
that's crazy. That's
Bro,
nuts.
if they kill her again, bro, Pietro's gonna fucking die too. Pietro's last thing that he's gonna do is bring Penny back to life. And I'm gonna hate this. I'm gonna hate this a lot. I hate it already. I hate
So
thinking about it.
if she dies, quote unquote dies, does that mean that the power gets transferred to Weiss, and then after?
You don't fucking know, bro.
I'm putting money on it right now. Weiss is getting that winter maiden power.
And she's still gonna be dog shit, brother. Great job.
Bro. What? You're crazy.
Still dog shit. Still dog.
You're nuts. You're nuts.
Anyway,
You're nuts.
that's gonna be the end of this video. I want to thank you all for watching. You already know. Subscribe, hit the button, hit the little bell there for more content. You know, check out the YouTube. I already said that. Check out the YouTube. We stream live on Twitch almost every day, and by we I mean me. Tuck streams very so often. If you want to go follow him, the links will be in the description below.
Once every 6 months, something like that.
We're heading out. Godspeed. See you in the next video.